this has turned into.
Celebrate for the ones we lost, yeah. Celebrate with the ones we got.
I'm gonna teach you guys the 5 first tricks you should learn whenever you're starting BMX. So there's a bunch of tricks that I think you should learn, but we're gonna focus on the 5 that I recommend. And if you guys like this, I'll make like a part 2, 5 more tricks you should learn. Let me know if you also want to see like intermediate tricks, advanced tricks. But anyway, today we're gonna focus on the 5 beginner ones I recommend you learn to get you started on, having some fun, doing some tricks in your BMX bike. If you are new to the channel, my name is Greyson Roberts. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Helps me out a lot and I really appreciate it. So if you're watching this, chances are you are a beginner BMXer. And I just want to go ahead and offer this for you. It'll be in the description. I actually have a course called the Beginner's Guide to BMX course. It gives you growth hacks, just like everything you need to know, bikes to buy, brands to get, how to buy bikes, and save money, the proper attire, everything that you need to know. I believe it's like $7 right now, so click the link in the description. Go ahead and invest in that course so that way you can jumpstart your BMX career, get having fun, learning more tricks, not wasting money, making money, and maybe even, get sponsored, go pro one day. So that way you can avoid all the bullshit that most people had to do. There's never been a BMX course before, so take advantage of this opportunity. So I haven't uploaded in like a week because I've been doing a little bit of traveling, just kind of working on my other business, and I actually just moved into a new apartment. So anyway, bringing it back, the vlog's gonna start up because I'm settled in now, all the equipment's ready to go. So anyway, first trick that I recommend you learn, a bunny hop. Now, you'd be surprised. Some people, they try to manual, some people go straight to 180, some people try to fakie. You need to learn bunny hop. And the reason I think you should learn the bunny hop is because it teaches you control. It's like what it feels like to actually be off the ground. You get the concept of going up, getting off the ground, obviously, and kind of leveling out, and it just gives you so much control. Definitely a bunny hop is the way to go. And now, this isn't like a how-to on each one. I am going to throw in some clips over me talking, but you should definitely learn how to bunny hop. And kind of the key things to learn to a bunny hop is I made a how to bunny hop not too long ago, and I still get comments like, oh, my bike's too heavy, or I'm too heavy, or something like that. It really has nothing to do with the bike you ride, or like you as a person. It has nothing to do with that. It's all complete form. It's all about just pulling up and just kind of getting used to it. So all of these tricks, I have how-tos on my channel, so you can go find those, go check those out for more in-depth to learn them. But I definitely recommend you start out with a bunny hop because it teaches you control, it's foundational, and that's the trick to learn, first of all. So that way you can fly out and actually learn new tricks, you can go off of things. Just a bunny hop is the solid one to go. And I know like a lot of people are like, there's a difference between a bunny hop and a J hop. Like I honestly, I don't give a shit. Do whatever, I don't know. So technically a bunny hop is going off with both tires, and a J hop, some people say, is like front tire then back tire. But like I'm talking about the full-blown, like the actual front tire then back tire, not the 2 tires. Don't learn that. That's just, there's no real point in learning that. You're gonna pull up, your front tire is gonna go up, and then your back tire is gonna follow. So you're gonna pull up, and then you're gonna jump, and then lean forward and level out. That's the bunny hop I'm talking about. So definitely learn that. The second trick I think you should learn is a fakie. So I recommend learning a fakie by riding up to a wall, a curb, a ledge, anything like that. Just go up and kind of lean your weight forward, pick up your back wheel just slightly. And the reason you do that is so you have momentum. So you're going to run into something, you're going to kind of pull up and lean forward, so you have momentum to push off backwards, so you actually get in that backwards momentum, like you're actually doing it. Because people try to learn them out of a 180, and if you can't really fakie, chances are your 180s probably aren't there yet. So it's going to be really hard to land a sketchy 180 and consistently try to fakie every time. So I highly recommend you like pull up to a wall or a ledge or whatever you want, and you lean forward and you shoot back. That's just personal preference to me. I think that's the best way to learn it, and then tackle the 180. Bunny hop, and then the fakie. Then right after the fakie, I think it's time that you learn the 180 because it's a combination of the both. You're gonna do the exact same thing as a bunny hop, but the only difference is you're gonna carve a little bit and turn your head and look at your landing. That's the key. Turn your torso, your shoulders, your head, and just stare at the landing. That's how you get the rotation. Carve, do the bunny hop, and just turn around. That's a 180, and then at that point, if you have fakies dialed and bunny hop styled, the only actual difference you're doing is a little bit like a 45-degree carve, and you're just twisting your body. That's the only difference. So if you learn them in that order, it'll make learning 180s much easier. Instead of trying to like send them before you can properly bunny hop, and like if you're learning 180s, it's kind of a waste if you can't fake it, because then you'll just be kind of doing your rotation, but you're not actually doing it, like you're not landing the trick. Definitely go ahead and learn the bunny hop first, then the fakie, then the 180, so that way you can link them all together. Real quick, I just want to take a brief intermission. Also links in the description. Go pick up your merch if you are new here. Don't even worry about that. Just hit that like button. It's all the same to me. Brief advertisement is over. Alright, so the fourth trick I think you should learn is a foot jam. It's kind of random, but the reason I think you should learn a foot jam is because it requires balance. It requires you learning to shift your momentum to get up on your front wheel. It requires you to take your foot off the pedal without having to be in the air. So all those things combined teaches you a lot of control, a lot of balance, and just kind of, it's a really good trick that's really, it's very simple, so you can do it, and it teaches you so many things simultaneously. There's kind of a lot going on in that trick if you think about it. So I definitely recommend that, and all you gotta do to that is just roll. You don't have to hop into it. All you got to do is just take your foot off, stick it in the front tire, and you're just going to go forward and then do a fakie out of it or whatever you want to do out of it. So I like that one because it just teaches you a lot of control, figuring out your balance point, how to shift your momentum, and since you can fakie, because that's the fourth trick you've learned, you can go ahead and foot jam and fakie out. So it's a good trick to have in a game of bike with your homies. And so now that you can bunny hop and 180 and fakie and foot jam, you can start combining these. So let's say you're wanting to learn a trick after this video. You've got all those down. You can combine it to a 180 foot jam. So do the carve and then just do the foot jam, do the pivot 180 on the front wheel, and then fakie out. So that's why I'm kind of saying these in this order, because they all kind of link together. And if you do tricks in order, it definitely helps you grow faster. And the course I was talking about earlier, I have what's called the BMX growth hacks. So it gives you like, here's the trick you start with, here's the tricks you're gonna learn on this path, and it's like basically how to like tail whip super fast, how to bar spin super fast. So definitely go check that out. But this is just kind of the 5 tricks that are linking together. And the final trick I'm gonna talk about is a pull-up bar. So I was kind of skeptical on this because I don't pull-up bar. It's just not my thing. I prefer real bar spins, but I know it's kind of a trend. A lot of people are doing pull-up bars. So I figured I'd throw that one in here. And like all the clips is like, you're gonna see me try a pull-up bar, but Dylan, he's like actually really good at them, so he's gonna do it. So he's gonna give you the real example. As much as I don't do the trick, I've seen a lot of people go from pull-up bars to real bars. So I can't really tell you how to pull-up bar, but you know, this isn't really a how-to. The whole concept is shift your weight back. So you're kind of in a manual, but you have enough time to do the bar spin motion. And that's a really good trick to learn. Now, it's not like one of the tricks to hack bar spins. There's other things, like I'm pretty sure in that video or in that section of the course, I don't even talk about pull-up bars. It's like other tricks you do. But a pull-up bar, like I've seen people do it. Personally, I think it screws them up because it's not the same. You're leaning back too much. When you're in a normal bar spin, you're more up in the air and leveled out. It's just kind of a different feeling. But a pull-up bar, you know, it does get you used to the motion. It's better than sitting on the ground and just doing it because you're at least going, you know, a decent amount of speed. You're pulling up, so it's kind of like a bar spin, but it's a good way to learn it. So some people I see using them as supplements for bar spins, and I don't agree with that. I think you shouldn't pull up. I think you should just do a real bar. But it's a great way to learn. And unless you're doing some crazy pull-up bar variation, that's the point of the trick. But I see a lot of kids, like, they'll go to the skate park and they'll be like, yo, I'm gonna do a pull-up bar as my trick for a game of bike. And it's like, instead of doing a real bar, it's not a supplement. It's just either kind of like a fun trick you do, unless you're doing like a fat banger with it, or it's just, you know, you can learn really well with it. That's just my opinion though. I know a lot of people love pull-up bars, but I can do them, I just can't do them that well, just because I don't really have a reason to, because I can actually bar spin, you know? But I do think it's really good for learning the motion. So you can actually learn what it feels like to do a bar spin. So that's pretty valuable. And that'll translate into learning hop bar spins and stuff. That's my final one. That's the bar spin. I threw in a bunch of clips over the top of this. If we filmed some nonsense, like, I'll throw that in right now. But thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button because that actually does a lot, as well as that subscribe button. So you guys have probably noticed that every other upload is a vlog. So the next upload, if you subscribe, will be a riding vlog. My vlogs are usually filmed over the course of like 3 days. So it's riding mixed with other action sports, mixed with just like doing funny shit with my friends. So it's like everything you'd ever want in a vlog is kind of packed into one because I film it over multiple days, and in between those days, I upload these videos. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for that. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging in here. Let me know down below what tricks you're gonna go try right now. Maybe you can already bunny hop, maybe you can 180. What trick are you gonna learn right now? And any other tricks you think I should talk about in a later date, in another maybe part 5 or an intermediate trick, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching if you stayed all the way to the end, and I wish you guys the best of luck. It's a lot of fun to learn new tricks, and I think these are the tricks that you can learn in order, and they'll help you progress faster because they all kind of build off of each other, and you can combine them to do a lot of tricks. So anyway, peace out, guys. Pick up that march.
Alright, I'll try that. No. Oh!
that's all the airtime he gets, folks.
I need 10 so I can look at the snakes and poses. I need 10 cause bomb head is non-disclosure. I need 10 so I can live with a peace of mind without niggas taking a piece of mine.